Hey, this is Chris, keeping it real, facts over fear. Why is there so much resistance to getting vaccinated? There's many good reasons to not get vaccinated. Many intelligent, well thought out reasons not to get vaccinated. I think the biggest one, of course, is that this vaccine is not, and this is really why I'm not doing it. This vaccine has not been approved by the FDA. An emergency use authorization is not the same thing as being approved. And so therefore, and there have been no animal trials with it either, which is usually what you do. You do animal trials first to really weed out the big problems, and then you start on human trials. And so we skipped that whole part. And so there's so many things. I'm confident in the science of it. The way it's explained sounds great, but a lot of things in life are explained and you get an explanation, you think it makes perfect sense, and then something unforeseen happens that's not so great. And that's what I'm concerned about. And I think a lot of other people are concerned about it. The second reason, and it's a good one, is that if you're under the age of 50, your chances, if you're under the age of 17, your chances are almost zero. There's been so few children under 17 who've died from this. There's really no reason to get a vaccine. And when we do, of course, I think about cognitive dissonance, and I'm thinking, if almost no one under the age of 17 is going to even get this, or is going to die from it, not get it, but die from it, although the case incidence is also a lot lower too. But if you're not going to die from it, then why are all the children in schools being forced to wear masks? It doesn't make a bit of sense. They're at almost no risk. And so we're just doing something to be doing something. If you're in the 18 to 49 year age group, your chances are well less, are about, I can't remember the exact figure, but it is like 0.1% chance of dying, which probably explains why only approximately 30% of the people in North Carolina who are between the ages of 18 and 64 have gotten vaccinated. So yeah, that's the figure, is 30%. And the number of people who are above the age of 65, it is 80%, which is really kind of an amazing stat. I think I mentioned that before. You're over 65. The death rate for people over 75 is like 7%, and that's something to get worried about. Now you're talking like that's pretty serious. That's a pretty serious number. 0.1%, or my age group, 50 to 74, is 1%. I don't know any of the details about those figures, though. I don't know, for example, if we started out much higher last spring, and now that everyone who was susceptible has died, I don't know what the current probabilities are for any age group. And of course, they don't keep track of that. You can get the totals, but you can't get demographic information. You can't get a timeline for that. So those are two very good reasons. If you are if you're under 50, there's no real need to, and the drug's not really approved. So two excellent reasons why people are not getting the vaccine. I feel like I've gone over this in another